Hi there, Christian. So I have your cards laid out in front of me, and we're going to pull more as we go. So we start off with the Fool, clarified by the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is wonderful. Honestly, all of these cards are really great. I really think that, the biggest takeaway from this reading that I want you to understand is that you don't have to question every single decision that you make. You don't have to worry. I think that you really do need to learn to trust yourself, because you have some really wonderful things going for you right now. And I would hate to see you self-sabotage in any way. Be confident. That is the main message of this reading. But let's start out with this first column and get into more specifics. The Fool typically means a new beginning. And the fact that it's clarified by the Four of Wands is wonderful. The Four of Wands usually talks about weddings. It can talk about happy celebrations, just so many good things, all of the good things. It talks about a stable future too. So this isn't just like a one-off, just a little bit of happiness, just a little bit of, good things coming to you. This is like long-term stability, long-term, happiness here. So I really am feeling like you may be starting a new beginning with this person, Paige, that you are wanting to spend the rest of your life with. I think that is so beautiful, and you are being encouraged to ask her to marry you. Honestly, like, you're being encouraged to take that next step with her, because you have so many new beginnings coming with her. I think that there's just so many wonderful cards here to support that. So we'll get into more specifics with Paige specifically, because I did pull specific love cards for you. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But generally, I do see new beginnings, new celebrations coming, new happiness coming. And I think that just lots of doors are being opened to you right now. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune, it can represent the cycles of life. It can represent ups and downs. It can represent changes, big changes that are coming, and it's clarified by the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very confident. So I think that you will be feeling a big change in how you are viewing yourself and how you are viewing your decisions that you're making. Because typically the Queen of Wands in the traditional deck, if you look up this card, like on the internet or something, the Queen of Wands, she's a woman who sits on her throne, and she has a black cat near her, and she's so, royal. She is so confident. She's so sure of herself, and she sits there without any worries, any fears, and that black cat is supposed to represent her shadow self, all of her fears, all of her insecurities. I don't know if you've noticed, if you've ever met a fire sign person, they typically are so confident, and they don't care who sees their insecurities. They don't care who sees, their hurts and their traumas, because they sit on their throne with it all out there. They are unapologetically themselves. And I think that you really are going to be stepping into a new energy here of just confidence. And, the Wheel of Fortune just typically does talk about like good, wonderful changes. Let me see if we can get any other clarifying cards on maybe what other changes this Wheel of Fortune could bring to your life. Let me see if there's anything else for Christian. What is this bringing? What is this Wheel of Fortune bringing, Spirit? See, we've got rest. I think that you're going to be really experiencing some sort of peace. The Four of Swords talks about rest and peace. So I really feel like you're going to be receiving like just peace of mind, that you're in the right place for sure. So beautiful. Let me put this deck right back. We also have the Nine of Cups over here at the end, and the Nine of Cups in tarot is known as the Wish card. Okay, so whenever this card comes up, it kind of has this energy of all of your wishes coming true, all of your dreams coming true. So wonderful energy. Like it's so good. It's everything that you've ever wanted happening, and it's not a hoax. It is not something that you have to worry about. It's not something that's going to fall through. This is like all of your dreams coming true, as long as you just are confident in yourself. Confident with those decisions, having peace with those decisions, making peace with those decisions. And this is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is, it's a card that, you usually have, one person putting in a lot of work and they're getting the same kind of energy back. So I feel like that was confusing. So I'll go over it again. The Six of Pentacles is it's giving and receiving. So during this time, whatever you put into your life, if you are making efforts of commitment, asking Paige to marry you, she will, receive that and give the same energy back of, yes, I'm going to marry you. If you are putting in a lot of work with this, I noticed you said that you're closing the biggest deal of your life. If you're putting in a lot of work with whatever this is, you're going to get the same amount back. You're going to get whatever success is coming to you because you've put in the work. So this is really like, this is all about gratitude as well. So this is also giving a big lesson here that in order to keep receiving wonderful things, be in a state of gratitude. Okay, so that is one of the biggest manifestation techniques ever. Okay, so like the best way that you can manifest more things to be grateful for into your life is by being grateful for what you already have. So if you're looking for a way to make peace with all of these wonderful things that are coming to you, just make a list like every day of just what you're grateful for today. It could be as simple as, I am so grateful that the sun is shining and that I can receive my daily dose of vitamin D. Like it can be anything. But I try to make a list most days just saying, I am so grateful for the people that I have in my life, the support that I have, the privileges that I have. And instead of focusing on all of the things that are not going great, or focusing on how you are afraid that you're going to fail, you start to focus on the good things. And then you're in that mindset, you're in that energy all day. And so more good things are bound to happen. So wonderful, so beautiful. Now I want to go into your love cards. I just pulled 3 cards for this relationship with Paige, and you got some really wonderful things. We've got the Magician. We have the High Priestess. And then we have the Page of Wands. So the Magician card, that's really making me think of your energy here. I think that you are the magician in this scenario. I think that basically, again, it's that Six of Pentacles energy. Whatever you do is going to be met with a positive response. So you can create anything that you want. If you really do want to spend the rest of your life with her, you can make that happen. You just have to, make that sign of commitment, make that happen. You are the person who will initiate those kinds of things, especially if you are in a little a more of a heteronormative relationship where the masculine person typically asks the feminine person. So it doesn't really matter, but whether you are more masculine or feminine, but it just is saying that you can create whatever you want with this person. You have so much control, you have so much freedom, you were so supported in this relationship. This is the right path for you. We also have the High Priestess, so this could be representing her. The High Priestess is, it can represent a person, because sometimes they do. Sometimes these major arcana cards can represent actual people. So I was thinking, maybe she's a Cancer, or maybe she has a Cancer placement. So that could be representing her energy. But also, I think that the High Priestess brings this energy of there are so many unknowns, okay? Usually the High Priestess pops up when there are, so much that you don't know yet. So I think that there's so many more wonderful experiences to be had with Paige that you don't even know yet. Like you're not even aware of how far your connection is going to go. You're not even aware of all of the wonderful good things that are coming in this relationship. And, I really am feeling like you're being encouraged to ask her to marry you. I don't know why. I felt that before I even pulled these cards. But especially with the Page of Wands here, the Page of Wands is literally a messenger. A page is somebody who is the messenger or the go-between, and typically they bring messages of love or some sort of initiation. Okay, so I think that in this case you were kind of being asked to ask her if she wants to marry you, ask her if she wants to spend the rest of her life with you. I think that you were supposed to be like the bringer of good news here. I think that will be really great news for her to hear. So really interesting. Another thing with this High Priestess card that I'm noticing is that the High Priestess card is the number 2. It's the second card in it's actually the third card in tarot, because we start with the Fool at 0, the Magician is 1, and then she's 2. So that's also really interesting. It's kind of showing like there's a 1 and there's a 2. So this is kind of like your counterpart, really. 2 in numerology and in tarot and in astrology, it talks about balance. It talks about stable beginnings. It talks about soulmate energy. So I really love the numerology is really matching up here. So next, I just got these Love Island cards, and so I just thought we would use them today. So we've got Paradise. This is still about love, by the way. Paradise, we've got the Phoenix. We have the Dragonfly, we have Ascending, we've got the Palm Tree, and then we've got the Coffee Cup. Okay, so let's just read them from how I pulled them out. The Paradise card, it says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So yeah, literally paradise. This also makes me think of like honeymoon energy. And it definitely makes me think of that Four of Wands that came out in the first spread. Four of Wands, again, it's all about like wedding celebration, stable beginnings, things like that. So I really feel like this relationship is just paradise for both of you. It's so wonderful and beautiful to see this, because I know a lot of people are having a lot of trouble in love right now, I've noticed throughout my readings. So it's very refreshing to have such a wonderful energy here. I also see, this is making me also think of this palm tree up here. It says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Like, you guys are for the long term. You guys are in it for forever. That's so beautiful. We also have the Phoenix. So this is about a new phase, like a transformation or growth. So a new phase in your relationship. So again, I really am feeling like there's like some sort of next step that needs to be made here, like engagement. Even if you guys don't get married right away, I think that there's some sort of like next level of commitment that needs to be reached here. And the Phoenix is really confirming that. We also have the Dragonfly. It says, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. That's really interesting because the High Priestess does talk about things coming to light. So I think that maybe, and again, change. I think that your relationship really is changing for the better. I think that in a good way, though, like it's changing because you guys are growing together. And I think that things are really going to start coming to light. Like, you're really going to be having a lot of aha moments in this relationship, a lot of confirmation here. And ascending also, just like the Phoenix, it does talk about transcending obstacles, new phase, preparing for union, learning expansion. Yeah, like you guys are, seriously, you're ascending to a higher level of commitment here. So freaking beautiful. This is so awesome. And then we also have the Coffee Cup. So it says meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So also I think that friendship is something that I don't really look at your oracle cards that much when I'm shuffling them, but when I do shuffle them, I do see things come out. And I think that later there is a friendship card somewhere. So I think that there may also be some friends coming into your life. That could just be another message popping up, new friends coming. But this is also about savoring the moment. So staying in the moment, really just taking your time, drinking a cup of coffee. Like, sorry, there's like a loud siren outside. I hope that you can't hear that. But yeah, I think that you just should really stay in this moment and really, trust and just live in this bliss because, relationships are up and down. The Wheel of Fortune, like we were talking about earlier, it talks about the cycles of life. There are going to be cycles that aren't so great. So just enjoy it while it's good, for sure. We have the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. We've got new moon Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Mutable moon, nothing yet is set in stone. So this isn't specifically about love. The rest of your cards are not so much love focused. They're just kind of general cards. So yeah, you're supposed to work through your fears right now. Let go of any fears that you have, because you are on the right path. Luck is on your side. You're doing just fine. And Sagittarius is the sign that correlates with the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, lots of luck, lots of good fortune coming your way. And then the mutable moon, nothing yet is set in stone. So kind of like the Magician card that we were talking about earlier, you have so much power to make your life anything that you want right now. Like if you want to marry Paige, marry her. Like you can do that. You have so much power here to do whatever you want to do. So nothing yet is set in stone. If you want to change something, you can change it. We also have breathe, message in a bottle, and we've got imagine. So this is making me think of the Nine of Cups card, the Imagine card. Imagine is about manifestation, so is the Magician. So I think that anything that you've been imagining, anything that you've been dreaming up, it's just going to start coming into your life. Like I really feel like you're going to be having so many weird instances in the next couple of weeks or so. Where you're just sort of like thinking of something, you're planning for things and you're wanting to manifest certain things and they just happen. Like I think that you're going to have so much success and luck with just wonderful things coming into your life and everything that you've ever wanted happening. A message in the bottle, it talks about literal communication. I think that there may be some messages coming through for you, good messages. And like I was talking about earlier, the Page of Wands, the page is the messenger. So I think that you really should start communicating with other people, start communicating these feelings that you're having, these wonderful, like life-changing decisions that are coming up for you. So start speaking out, start having a conversation about these things. So wonderful. And then the breathe. So I think that meditation might be really wonderful for you. I have a whole playlist of meditation stuff and manifestation things, resources and videos that I've put in a playlist on YouTube. And some of my clients like to use them. So if you would like them, I'd be happy to send them to you if you're interested in manifestation or meditation, just because this card does talk about meditation and breathing. If that's something that you're interested in, I'm not going to shove it down your throat, but if you want, I'd be happy to give those resources over to you. Self-love is a really wonderful thing that will help you strengthen that confidence. Self-love meditations, business meditations are in there as well. Scripting, how-to, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested, let me know. Your last cards here, these are lesson cards. So the lessons that you're learning right now is love. We've also got friendship again. I was talking about friendship earlier, and fear. So yeah, really the main thing is this fear card. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So stop worrying about everything. Just go with the flow. Just love everybody. See everybody else with love. This card is all about committing to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So even when something bad happens, that's okay. Just see it with love. Just look at it and know that for whatever reason this thing happened, and I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with the flow and trust and know that everything is gonna work out in my favor, even if this moment isn't so great. So just start looking at other people and other things that happen to you with love. Live in the idea that everything is going to work out, everything's going to be okay, because it always does. Everything's always okay. Even if we experience some really deep traumatic experiences, those things make us who we are. That is part of life. So don't be so afraid of all of the bad things in life. Things are going to happen. Shitty things are going to happen. That doesn't mean that nothing good will ever happen again. But also trust those moments. Live in those moments where good things are happening to you. And this last card, friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I think that you might be having some new friends coming in, a soul tribe kind of feeling like a lot of friends coming in to teach you certain lessons. So that is all I have for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. It was so positive. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. I always love to chat with clients afterwards, and let me know again if you want those meditation resources. Other than that, I hope to work with you again soon. Thank you so much.